Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. Ultimately, Bitcoin has been ranging around the 20K mark. I am still expecting a little bit lower. I've mentioned this multiple times. I have been averaging in because, to me personally, I think that it doesn't really hurt not to average right now, especially at some of the prices that we are seeing. Obviously, I do have my ape targets on, for an example, like XRP and some other altcoins that I have been waiting for the lows to really be hit. What I foresee happening is most likely Bitcoin, in terms of dominance, will have this drastic spike as it does drop below the 20K mark. It really kind of breaks below like the 2017, 2018 all-time highs, and we will ultimately hit the 300 weekly moving average, similar to what we did see back in March of 2020, which is at around almost 16.6K. I've outlined this multiple times on my channel and really kind of talked to you guys a little bit about it. But ultimately, the market cap is still sitting under roughly $900 billion. We are down about 7%. On the 24-hour span, a lot of the tokens that we are used to seeing in some major green areas are down significantly. Ethereum down 40% on the 7-day span. We are actually waiting for that to break down below $1,000. There's some other altcoins like even Solana that we are waiting on some nice buy targets to be targeted. But yeah, I mean, this market is extremely oversold right now. So, I am averaging in, taking some positions. I'm here for the long term. I've always mentioned this. And yeah, I think that this is almost a generational bottom that we are seeing. So let's talk about a few things. So first off, XRP holders, prepare for flare. So we've talked about flare here and there for the most part. Obviously, for a lot of individuals out there waiting on their flare airdrop, or maybe some people are kind of confused on what happened. Basically, to get flare, you had to be holding XRP during the December 2020 timeframe. I think it was like December 12th or 13th, one of those dates. And basically, you were getting 1-to-1 within a flare ratio to XRP. Now, we are still waiting patiently for this. I'm going to really kind of be on my toes on this because we are seeing a successful audit, launch details end of next week onwards. So we are going to be seeing some more launch details being released from Flare themselves on this, and I'm actually very excited for this. And the reason behind this is because Flare is going to truly, change the entire space. We talk about like interoperability in regards to crypto all the time. I always bring up like quants. This is going to be the source for interoperability between all blockchains, and I think that this is going to truly revolutionize not only this space but also use case and adoption of crypto as well. So I'm still waiting for this. I'm very patient on this airdrop. We have been patient for over almost 2 years now. So we are still here. We are waiting, and I really look forward to seeing what happens from these launch details. Now, I also want to talk to you guys about this video that Jack the Rippler posted. It's from April 2022. This is David Morgan. He is talking about CBDCs basically launching on top of XRP. Listen closely to this.
So the paths are leading to some form of a digital currency. So do you think it's coincidence that we're now at the exact same moment seeing executive orders and mandates come out, and in it there is talk of a coming Federal Reserve digital dollar?
No, it's par for the course as far as I am concerned. I mean, how far along they are, I'm not certain. I have looked into this fairly deeply. There is some talk of going on the back of, let's say, an XRP or some other currency that's out there now that's functioning well and has been basically tested, and then putting a CBDC on top of that. That certainly could be achieved. And if it were, it could expedite how quickly this comes to the fore. I think
so the paths are leading.
And basically what he's saying is like we could have some sort of currency backing a CBDC, or in regards to what he actually meant, it's basically having a CBDC launched within the XRP ledger, which we have seen in the past. Now, this is an individual that basically is within like commodities for the most part, like gold, silver, resources and things like that. But he is a very wealthy individual, and he does run a pretty large, I guess it's like a media website, but he also does see what's happening. I mean, a lot of these major financial giants or, financial elites can see what's happening, and they know exactly what is happening behind the scenes in regards to, like, the gears turning. And a large amount of people in the XRP community are also, here to really kind of look at this. It's so obvious, sorry, it scares me. Test after test, the XRP ledger does not fail. No one, has the proven tech in the field to support the new financial system. And we do see here, XRP, and here you have the cross-border payment solution, obviously, with XRP being at the source of it. But yeah, I mean, in regards to like something like this, we have been talking a lot about like the past and, things that like Ripple has been a part of. They are talking about like the Federal Reserve digital dollar. You got to remember that going back as far as like 2017, July of 2017, so this is coming up on like 5 years now. They were talking with the Federal Reserve Faster Payments Task Force gives Ripple vote of confidence for the next generation of global payments. Remember that, the Fed knows exactly who, Ripple is. They know exactly what they have been doing within their technological tech stack. And, even in regards to like this article, this is from Ripple's website themselves. This goes back, like I said, to 2017. And this is, again, from, the Federal Reserve, released its Faster Payments Task Force Action Plan for bringing faster payments to the United States, highlighting Ripple's ability to underpin the next generation of cross-border payments. And the funny thing is that, this is a little bit older of, an article, but we do see down here, this served as a long-term target for new solutions, defining the capabilities needed to meet the market demands of 2020 and beyond. This framework includes 36 criteria grouped into 6 categories: speed, efficiency, safety and security, legal, governance, and ubiquity. With over 100 detailed benchmarks for each, true to being a future vision, no existing solution meets all of the criteria. Now, of course, we know since then a large amount of things have evolved within like the Ripple network, and we are hitting almost every single one of these. And this is a solution that meets all of the demand ranges. And of course, framework calls for improved cross-border infrastructure. Ripple stands out for speed and transparency of payments. We know that Ripple has been really kind of building within this area. They are mentioned in the Interledger protocol. Since then, they really kind of steered away from it for the most part with, things like Quant coming out. But, again, to me personally, like, Ripple is the one suitable for this. I think that this is great to see. Also, remember that, they did launch a CBDC white paper back in 2020, really kind of, streamlining the process of like, listen, when we look at the information around things in terms of like the key findings and things that are happening right now around CBDCs in terms of like adoption and also like even just, testing of these, it's continuously growing. We are seeing a major demand for this. And you also do see like the main benefits of it over here. And a CBDC is the sovereign equivalent of private cryptocurrencies and digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. It would be issued and controlled by a country's central bank and utilized by people and businesses for retail payments, much like cash but in digital form. CBDCs will also be used for wholesale settlements in the interbank market. Now, like I said, where does, like, for an example, like XRP come into play here? Well, we do see down here. If CBDCs are cheaper, faster, more secure for users, we should explore it. If it's going to contribute to the better monetary, sovereignty, better autonomy, we should explore it. If it's going to facilitate cross-border payments, we should explore it. And this is from Christine Lagarde, president of European Central Bank, which we know that she has been advocating for CBDCs and also sustainability around CBDCs for a while. And also by 2024, at least half of the world's population is expected to utilize digital wallets for transactions that will be valued at more than $9 trillion per year. And I really do think that like when we address like XRP and the XRP ledger and where like that plays a pivotal role within this, we do see down here a neutral bridge asset can support healthy alternative liquidity markets that will allow for frictionless and cost-effective value movement between various CBDCs in real time. A neutral bridge asset, aka currency, if you will. And we do see XRP being mentioned over here in terms of like a neutral bridge currency. Obviously, XRP is not going to be the only one, but in terms of like a liquidity standpoint, XRP to me is like the king of this. I would say that it's the crown king of liquidity and also like a neutral bridge currency, if you will, as well. So like, in my opinion, the overall pieces of the puzzle are aligning perfectly here. And this goes back to September of 2021, Ripple to pilot Bhutan's CBDC utilizing the private ledger. Again, this is on the XRP ledger. So when we look at things happening around like CBDCs and CBDC adoption, yes, things are happening rapidly around Ripple's overall standards. And you guys do see here the private ledger, which is based on the open source XRP ledger, claims to be 120 times more efficient than standard proof of work blockchains, making it desirable for carbon neutral approach, according to the release. Again, remember, sustainability is going to be a key aspect to focus on. So when we really kind of look at this, I don't believe that I don't think that people are realizing how big of a name Ripple actually has within the financial institutional sector. Like this is, a company that has been adopted rapidly around the world. I mean, even in terms of like on-demand liquidity, yeah, they've been adopted massively within that area, but look at who they are working with. And shout out to, just Jeremiah Crypto here, but we do see ISO 222, World Economic Forum has mentioned XRP as a payment coin, spoke at Davos, recognized by IBF, IMF, Advisory Board, visited SEC, frequently worked with 300 plus financial institutions from 55 countries. Banks utilize Ripple, including CIMB, Bank of America, SEB, and many more. Again, remember, all of the clients that they do have, the clients that they have are massive banking giants. These are also banks that would back a CBDC on the Ripple network, or I should say the XRP ledger, if you will. And on the secondary image, we also do see Federal Reserve, faster payments. Ripple was selected to serve on the steering committee of this industry strategic initiative, International Monetary Fund. Ripple was selected to serve on the IMF's high-level advisory group on fintech. You got to remember that, for the longest time, Ripple within the XRP area as well, even here most relevant for wholesale CBDC, innovations in existing legacy market infrastructures, crypto assets designed, for intra-bank settlements and payments. Examples: JP Coin, XRP. To me personally, you could really kind of see exactly why XRP is the chosen one here. Ripple, for the most part, has been at bat, really kind of, being a centric focus point leader on CBDC adoption and CBDC, use cases and initiatives. So when we talk about who's going to play a pivotal role here, I do believe that Ripple is going to be at the forefront of this. And I do think that the XRP ledger is going to be huge for CBDC issuance. And we do see our CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. This is on Ripple's website, secure blockchain innovation for a sustainable economy. Manage the CBDC lifestyle or life cycle. Sorry, we're seeing here each solution is built on a private ledger that is based upon the XRP ledger technology, a proven blockchain that has transacted over 70 million times over the course of 10 years. And we do see down here why choose Ripple CBDC platform, and this is where things kind of get interesting. So stability, security, and resilience, access and inclusion, interoperability and overlay services, as well as sustainability. Now, when we really kind of look at this, a lot of people will probably say all right, well, how are, for an example, where is XRP going to be utilized within this area? Well, in terms of sourcing liquidity or just liquidity in general, it's going to be the liquidity source for the XRP ledger or even the private ledger. And I think that this is a very interesting area because even in terms of instant settlement, you are going to be utilizing XRP, similar to what you would see within the cross-border area. So if we look at the cross-border payments section on Ripple, in terms of the Ripple website, this is exactly how XRP will be utilized even within the private ledger basis. So for an example, private ledgers themselves are you're going to see CBDCs, not only just choosing the XRP ledger. You're going to see CBDCs launching on multiple ledger-based technology, private and public. And when we look at this, you're still going to need that, again, when we go back to the CBDC white paper, you're still going to need that neutral bridge asset that is going to, not only be sourced for liquidity, but it's also going to allow for real-time settlement. That's where XRP truly comes into play and is at the center point for the entire infrastructure for CBDCs and the new system. So with that being said, I hope that kind of clarifies XRP's vital role within that area, but also gives you an insight on how XRP itself is going to be utilized. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, after you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.